won't worry about that right now. Text in here. Let me check. No idea. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. So let's leave that here in case I decide I want that. Right. Let's get on this here. I'm going to reshake this up. These are paints I came out yesterday, mixed paints. That's why I wasn't streaming. I was mixing more paint. You can't stream if there's no. You can't stream if you don't have any paint. It's a hard truth in this world. All right, now let me see here. Is that everything I feel like I want? I'm going to put a little of that over there too, just in case. Righty-ho. Start with the sea or sky. I'm going to start with the... So I used a little bit more blue in that than what I was thinking I did. Let's just get some light in here. A little purple up here. Oop. And it just popped right on out of there. I'm going to go ahead here and where's the swiper? My goal was to get here about a half hour ago, and technically I did, but then I still had to clean swipers, and I transferred some reference photos, and by the time I did all of that, it was 3:30. It's okay. Let me do one more of these little seascape guys. Well, one more today. I'm quite... Oh, that's good to know that does that. Okay, so if we swipe that white across the purple, we get some of that lacing. All right, I'm going to try and retain that for when I'm doing the ocean. And this, basically, I'm going to do a monochrome today, all purples. All purples, nothing but purples. And I'm filling more with some white because I don't have any white up in here. I'm going to stretch a little bit of a point with some blue violet, I think. Oops. Do a couple piles of that. Boy, that didn't mix in so well. Oh, that's okay. And a little bit of lavender. Bridge that lavender in there. And a little bit of the dark purple. We'll try the blower on that. I don't know if I've got enough to quite do the trick there. Let's assume I don't. And throw more on there. Getting quite as much of a gentle sweep with those colors. Let's add, oh, that's kind of pretty. I kind of like that going off into nothing, but let's add a little bit more white here. Just enough to carry it a little further, I think. I'm going to add some more dark as we're going up here further in our quest. Add a little bit more dark. We get further up to the top of the sky. All right, let's try that with a little more oomph. closer, the top part actually seems okay. I'm not sure about this bottom part down in here. I wanted that a little lighter seeming. I'm going to just throw some more white paint on there and just do the white maybe across. A little more interesting. You know, I'm kind of inclined to tilt it. Is that weird? I'll tell you what, we'll probably have to tilt the sky anyway, so we can tilt it then. Place where there's weird drips, I'm going to get those out of there. That's a strange spot there too. Is there actual paint there? Oh yeah, it's just a strange spot. It looked like the canvas was bald, but nope, just a strange little spot there. All right, now, oh, there's somewhere where maybe we'll come down a little bit more. Well, that's well covered. So let's see here how we're doing there. I think I actually blew the paint over the top of it. So not a lot of paint left down in there. That's okay. All right, so what I found was if I swiped across with that white paint on this purple paint, we got some nice lacing going on there. Let's just try that and a little bit of this lavender. Now for down in here, I might try some of this metallic purple. Didn't want to put it in the sky because it does weird stuff. But for the sea, I kind of want it to. Kind of like the idea of it being weirder. So there we go. Now this, I'd like to get that all along there. Okay. Now where's that swiper I had? Is that no, that's not lacing up at all. This happens to me every time. It laced up perfectly nice there. Not at all down in here. It's okay though. It's actually kind of pretty though, nonetheless. Let's go ahead and just get some non-laced, and then what I might do is come back in there with do that bottom bit. Try the white again. We don't quite hit all the way there. We're a little shy of hitting the skyline. Whereas up there it's kind of a little higher than it should be, and here it's a little lower. Let's try and fix that. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can that again. Just going to try and see if we can just go straight down. The sky can move at the same time because I was fine with that. I want to fix just the horizon line because we're having a little bit of issues with it. Strange dot right in the middle too. I'll show you guys in just a minute here. The weirdness. Oh gosh, look what that did. Oh, that's strange. Went right across that sand. Alright, I'm going to think on that because I actually may leave that. I know. Why would you leave it? Well, I'll tell you. I might leave it because that could be like a foamy area. But this weirdness here. I can't just paint over that too. That's the advantage of just doing something simple there on the bottom. Okay. What I was going to tell you was this weird purple spot right there. It's very strange. See what we got here. See if we can just sort of swoosh that out there. Alright, that at least got rid of it. Then I'll just blow on it and see if we can smooth it. Gosh, I did such a good job, now I'm not sure where it was. Well, that's fine. If I don't see it, then, then I'm going to figure it's okay. It was somewhere in the middle. Did it self-level itself? Oh, fine. Well, if it fixed itself, I don't have to think about it then. Right now, where's that little guy? The only thing is, right along here, I'm not too happy with the way that's reacting to each other. I'm not sure why, but it's just not quite giving me the horizon I'd like to see. Let's just try that a few times. There we go. I'm just going to leave that like this for the moment. Let's get some dark purple. I'll come along in here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth that with this first, and then I'm going to run the white along. I think that might be why I wasn't getting that lacing, is maybe it has to be on almost like a firmer base, if you will, than what I was giving it. And we'll just bring that all over in there. All over in there. Okay, that's almost, see, that almost makes it like it's a little wave or something in there. Now, I'll take that out of there. Let's see if we can get us that lacing going on there. Let's see if we put that over there, see if we can do that. Okay, so. And try putting a little bit on there. See if it just lays flat or if it actually laces up there. It's lacing a little bit. Not huge amounts, but little bits. Oops. Fell right off there, that's okay. Now, where are my glasses? Now that part laced up pretty well. Pretty well right there. Let's see if we can move those together at all. A little more white. And I'm going to just try and tilt that a little better again. Doesn't want to move a lot. Another thing I can try is a little bit on the blower. Maybe manually. Let's try it first. That is more interesting. Alright, I think what I'd like to do is add a little, I need these glasses, add a little bit more white still. Some of that I think is due to it just being kind of thick. Why that's reacting quite the way that it is. Let's try it again. Do I put it back like a good person? Okay. I like the idea of leaving some of that with that dark. Maybe just a little bit more up on top there. Oh, that doesn't want to stick yet. I need to let that set for a minute before we try that. And then add a little more white to the top after. But what I'd like to do down here, since it kind of formed itself, let me see where that. I think what I'd like to do, where's that clear? Right here. I think I might turn this right side up at this point. Let me place it right so I'll see what you guys are seeing. Okay, it's a tad dark for what your view is, but not too terrible. We'll leave that for now. All right, so what I'd like to do, put just a little bit along in here. I don't want to get too much in there. This will dry clear. This is basically the carrier that I use on the paint to mix it. Okay, I think I put in a little too much, so I'm just going to dab some off there. Oh, let me go back and see what I can see. And then this part here will dry clear. It looks a little milky at the moment, but it will dry clear. And then we'll use that was what we term a happy accent there. We'll use that little bit that fell in there and just keep it. Created its own little foamy thing down in here. Okay, now I think the next thing we might do, I may add a little bit more of this, but I'm going to put it on a little more carefully than what I just tried. Rather than pour it out of that cup, I think I'll try maybe I wish I've got a spoon or something around in here. I see many forks, but not so much in the way of spoon. Oh, this. I think I would like to add a little more of this clear. I think it does nifty things with that paint. Boy, it just comes very thin. It just pops right out of there. This is also the solution I used for my first varnishing coat on a painting, and it's also what I use for the to make the acrylic paint I have into pour paint. This is what I add to it, which is just a well, it's a gloss medium varnish, and I just add that right to there. Okay, let's get that all the way up there. And just let that mix in there and see if that does some cool things with this white paint. We'll hope so. Let's close that. Well, this is probably going to be a short one today. I just wanted to get out here and get this going. So I'll get a little bit more here and bound that by that white paint. By Odin's thumb, or the white paint. There's a little spot in there I wanted to add. This is a lot harder to control. Let me see if I got it. Let me switch to a stick. Those little plastic things can be difficult. They spit at you and do all kinds of stuff to you. Go back to a nice, safer little stick here. Okay, let's go ahead and get that whole edge done. And maybe a couple little foamy things within here. Just random things, and they'll be more random because of that varnish being on there. Okay, now what I'd like to do would be a layer of foam coming down here. So I'll just start adding that. A little bit gets messed up in there. Just along the edge there, where it's hitting the shore. Got to adjust those glasses. You know, they give these glasses, they make them with this memory wire. So really nifty, they'll go back to the same shape, which is awesome, except if you need them adjusted to fit your face, and then it keeps springing back to a way that does not fit your face. Which is what kind of happens with these. So periodically I have a spare pair of glasses I put on to fix this pair of glasses. I don't know, I just got to where it's like, oh, it's not that big a deal. Push them up. Okay, let's come along where that is. That bottom bit there. A little bit where this is here. Okay. And then here I'd like to get more up in there if it'll... Oh, see, now it'll lay on there a little bit better. Still not perfect, but a little better than it was doing. I wanted to just get some on the top here. Because that's sort of like that wave is springing up there. And I think it would help sell that if we had some foam along the top of it. Of course, they can swell with no foam, as opposed to starting to crash when you got the foam come up there. Now that one I'd like to get some foam way up there. Even blow some on there. We'll do that in a minute. Now that part could be more like a swell. Break it off there. There we go. Okay. Just touch that one. On the way, I'm kind of glad nobody turned up because this is probably going to be a short one anyway, so that way I don't feel like I'm disappointing anybody by pouring and running. Let's see, maybe I'll upload this one to YouTube since I'm still inanely chattering anyway, but at least I'm not talking to what you would consider imaginary people if you were watching the replay. There we go. Again, I might want to work on that horizon line. I usually wait till it's dry to do something like that because it is really hard in pour painting because of the way the paint reacts to itself, basically. It's really hard to get straight lines with it. But we can do a minute. See how far we get. Wait, it started me. I thought something was out there for a second there. Sometimes there are. After I mixed the paint, I went to go back in the house and practically fell over a deer that was waiting out there to see if I'd put out any snacks for the birds and stuff. Thought she'd avail herself if I was putting it out anyway. Okay, I think I want something very thin though. Just try and get just that horizon line. I'm gonna cut this guy. Where are those scissors, boy? Let's see here. I just had them. I was cutting something. I said it's opening set bird food. They can't have gone too far. There's a hammer. Which is not the same thing. Oh, there they are. Way down here. All right. I'm going to cut this lengthwise. Sorry. Two small swipers. I'm going to need that. Alright, and what I want to do is just swipe along the top here. Even if I can just have it sort of meld into the seed, that would be good. I mean, I don't need like a razor sharp horizon line or anything. I just want it to be a little bit nicer, you know. Turn it this way. I wouldn't give to have a steady hand. If I can get it close enough, I can fix it later. It's got to be somewhat close to what I want. That's so close. It's really getting there. And so ideally, I'd like it to just sort of meld upward into this sky. It's not too bad. I've got a little bit off here. I think I can maybe fix that with this. I'm gonna get my glove in there. Boy, that's happened more times than I want to tell you guys. See, it reacts to the bit above it, so that's the problem. Making it very hard to get a truly straight line here. I think I can fix that after a little easier, though, than what I had before. And other than that, I think we're good to go. I'm going to lift this up and see if you can see it a little better. I know it gets glary. In fact, we might even go lighter. Properties, configure. I don't know why nobody's here to see it. Habit. Just habit. Sometimes, oh, that's much better. Sometimes the light conditions change in here, and I don't have the auto exposure on because then it kind of blips in and out. But that's a lot closer to what we're seeing. Anyway, if you see this on the replay, thank you for watching the replay, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.